Oh, yeah. About that. The Vintage Radio Shack is calling out. We test your CB gear without a doubt. Tune in each week, don't make us shout. We'll fix your signal strong throughout. Breaker, breaker, 19. Can you hear this line? Give me your 1020 sign. Let's make this connection fine. Channel 40, where we meet. Static clear and sound so sweet. Vintage waves can't be beat. Radio love feels complete. Adjust your dial, don't make us wait. Through crackling noise we communicate. Whiskey, Tango, Foxtrot, straight. Copy that, we're doing great. Breaker, breaker, 19. Can you hear this line? Give me your 1020 sign. Let's make this connection fine. Channel 40, where we meet. Static clear and sound so sweet. Vintage waves can't be beat. Radio love feels complete. Breaker 19 for copy. Breaker 19 for copy. Yeah, breaker.
Cheers, Clarence. Yeah, good evening, guys. Good evening, ladies, and thank you. Thank you for being patient. I'm running late because I ordered our tea from a takeaway, and it still hasn't turned up, and it was supposed to be at 5:20. So if it's cold, they're fucking getting it back. Fucking bastards. I'm still waiting for it. Anyway, that aside, we've got something nice for you tonight. And, you know, we've got the... yeah, Christine, you sit on my chair now. Right. We've got the... we've got a nice surprise. Now, this is supposed to work. You know, it is supposed to work because I paid the extra to get a working one. Oh, Clarence said hello, Christine.
Hi, Clarence.
Anyway, without further ado, let's get to it. I've already unboxed it, took it out of the main box that it came in, so it's in the box that would have sat on the shelf in the shop. I've not unboxed it, but I have had a look at it, guys. I've not tried switching it on yet, but I have had a look at it. So let's go for it, shall we? Let's go to camera 2. There we go. No, guys, I didn't pay £165 for a tea towel, but we are going to be putting this radio on a tea towel. And there we go, guys. It's got a D written on it there. I hope that doesn't mean dead. So, anyway, oops, pardon me, I've just knocked the camera with on the test set, because we've got the test set on so we can do a proper review of this. I mean, I don't expect it to be absolutely 101 perfect. It's not gonna be, because it's 40 odd years old. Are you ready, guys? Look at this. Look at this, would you? There we go. There's the book of words. There's the book of words. This is a 120 channel AM FM SSB transceiver, and it goes from, it covers 26 26.515 all the way up to 27.855. So this must be, I thought these were high, I thought these were mid, high and super high. They're not. They're low band, high band and mid band. They're mid, they're high, they're high, low and mid. They're high, low and mid. Or low, mid and high rather. Well, we won't undo the book of words just yet. Yeah, we will. We'll undo the book of words and we'll see if they provide us with a schematic, because we don't know. Look at this manual, guys. Look at this. There, look at that. Look at that, guys. I mean, you all can't see that properly because of the light glaring on it, but we've got a lovely schematic there. What I'll do, I'll scan that in so that I've got that on the computer. A lovely, nice, clear schematic. But we can't. If I go back to the camera, because of the light glaring on it, guys. So yeah, that's the book of words, and we also get a nice schematic with it. How about that? You don't get that nowadays, do you, guys? You don't get anything like that nowadays. All you get is a box with some sort of paper manual that looks like it was written by a 3-year-old. Yeah, you don't get anything like that nowadays. So that's the book of words along with the schematic. So if we have any problems with this, we can fix it, because that's how things used to be. Now, in this box here we've got the accessories such as the bracket. Let's pop that there in a minute. We've got the bracket that holds the radio if you mount it to a motor car or whatever, and we've got the microphone. Look at this. Look at that, guys. Look at this. CB Master microphone, brand new, never been used. And we've also got a power lead, and we've got the bracketry and screws for mounting it, the hardware for mounting it. Now, this is the bit you've all been waiting for, isn't it, guys? And to be honest, this is the bit I've waited for as well. So what we'll do, oh, it weighs a bit. Now what we'll do, we'll just get the box. We'll get the box and we'll put the book of words back in there. We don't need the mic. We've probably got a mic on the bench we can use, and if we do, we can just get the mic. Well, yeah, we'll get the mic out because we'll test it. We can have a go at the mic as well. So we'll just put that there for a minute. We'll get the mic out as well. Right, because we can test everything. I mean, oops, pardon me, guys. Put that box down there for a minute. Now this, I've already looked at this. My tea towel's clean. It has got a stain on it, but it is clean. Right. Now, it's already been opened because the person that I got it off obviously opened it to test it. Because he was offering them, he put the plastic bag down there. Now, first I'll show you the back. Look at that, guys. When was the last time you seen the back of a radio look like that? There's no serial number plate on it. There is a serial number, and the serial number is, I'm not going to read that, but that's what it is. It's T0024 1254 So yeah, it's got a bit of marking on the back there, you know, but obviously it's made in Japan. It's 40 odd years old. I mean, there's no dirt or anything on it. I mean, now this is what you want to see in it, guys. Look at that there. Bit of dust that's just accumulated on the channel indicator. There's the front. How about that, eh? When was the last time you seen one that looked like that? You know? Yeah. Yeah, last time I seen one that looked like that was high band, low, high. Yeah, that'll be sort of interlinked somewhere. Because I think when that's in the high, that's. Hello? Hello? Right, well, yeah. No, you know, reed switches, you have to move a magnet in front of it, Mildred. Listen, I'm live at the moment, I'll speak to you in a bit. But you have to move it, they work on a magnet, Mildred. Yeah, no, it's 2 pieces of metal reed switches. That's why they have a magnet. Yes. It depends whether it's on or off, Mildred. You have to use a magnet. You have to use a magnet, Mildred. When you put the meter on it, you have to put a magnet near it.
Oh, right. So put the meter on each end and put a magnet on it. See if it's fucking me.
Yes.
Right, alright.
I'll catch you in a bit, Mildred. In a bit, mate. Bye. Yeah, that was the Mildred. Yeah, you'll probably watch this and see it, but I'm going to say he's hard work. He's alright, really. Anyway, right, so that's what we've got, guys. And look at. No, I don't think we're getting our tea. I'll have to order something when I come off here, Christine. I'll do it then. But I'm going to get my fucking money back off them fuckers. Cheeky bastards. Right, so let's get a power lead. We're not going to use the one that's in the box because we've got a Cybernet lead here. So what we can do, we can plug that in. Just see if it comes on before we do anything. Oh, that worried me a bit, guys. It was in PA, there was no channel indicator. Right, so it comes on. So now what we'll do, we'll connect the test set. Yeah, so looks like I've been robbed out of me dinner money, guys. I'm not ordering from that place again. I don't usually have a problem, but the first problem I have, I stop using them places where I've had a problem. There we go. Right, let's put the microphone in. This is the microphone that came with this radio, CB Master microphone. Look at that. That's actually not a 40-year-old microphone, and I'll tell you why. Because that would normally be black with silver. That would normally be black with silver, and it's a sticker. So, and that wouldn't have had a CE. That wouldn't have had a CE. So this is actually a brand new microphone that's been supplied. I'm not going to cry about that. I'm not bothered about that. I can live with that, that's fine. But the radio itself, I can't believe the condition it's in. So what we'll do, we'll screw this up. But I recognised that when I looked at the mic earlier. But it's a brand new mic. It's brand new. And, you know, yeah, I'm not bothered about the fact it's not the original. I can live with that. But, you know, at least it come with a mic. So what we'll do now, we'll turn it on. We've got no sound. Yeah, we've got no sound. Are we getting anything on the... This mic might not even be wired for this, you know. The mic might not even be wired for it because it didn't do anything when I keyed it up. So what we'll do, we'll get a mic that we know will work. We've got this one here. This. Hello?
Hello.
Yeah, just leave it on the side, mate. I'll come and get it in a minute. That's my takeaway just turned up. There we go. So the mic's the wrong wiring. I'm not worried about that. Let me just go and get my takeaway. I'm here, mate.
No problem, sir.
How come I'm not happy, you know. It's supposed to be at 5:20, that.
I know.
I'll tell you what, if it's cold, we'll be asking for a refund.
Normally I come so quickly your house, but you know today is an accident in
Yeah.
That's why I come.
Oh, no, don't worry about it, mate.
Thank you, sir.
Don't worry
Thank you. You
about it.
understand, sir. Thank you very much. Thank you. That's it. That problem is under.
Right.
Thank you, sir. You understand, sir.
Yeah, that's all right, mate.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. Bye, mate. I'm going to have to eat my tea in front of you all now, guys. Sorry about that. Oh. I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, it's not the guy's fault. He said there was a crash on the way here. There was an accident, so... Right, there's Christine. Right. I'll leave the chips in that bag. And there's my burger. Right. Sorry about this, guys and girls. I'm going to have to eat my tea in front of you. This is supposed to get here at 5:30. Anyway. Yeah, so let me just phone Christine, tell her a tea's here. Bear with me, guys, I'm sorry about this. I'll pick your fucking phone up. Fuck. Oh, fuck's sake. Let's ring Alice and see if she's gone there. I missed a call. Why didn't she answer the bloody thing? Fuck's sake. Sorry, guys. Your tea's here. Apparently there was a crash and he got held up. So you don't get a chance to say anything, it just hangs up. Right. Back to this. Here we go. Right guys. At least it's not cold. At least it ain't cold. So let's have a look at the transmitter. There we go. Because we'll look at everything else in a minute. We'll just look at the transmitter. Channel 20. We want it on low band. That should be low band, mid band even. Oh no, that'll be low band, won't it? We want it on there. That's it. I think that's right. Well, it's transmitting and it's doing 6 watts, just over 6 watts. Let's have a look on 40. Yeah, 6.9, yeah. Yeah, that's very healthy. Right, let's have a look at the frequency. Oh, I didn't check channel 40, did I? Oh yeah, I did. Let's check the frequency. Channel 20. $27 204 7979. That's not bad. That's not bad. Right, so let's have a look at the receiver. Way, we're receiving. Let's see how far it receives down to. Let's turn that down a bit. Let's plug the... Get another couple more of my chips. Right. See how far... This being a Cybernet based radio, I've just pulled the power lead out. Oh, hang on. There we go. Let's have a look. $117, and I can still hear that. Can still hear that at 122, but we're going to say 120 for that.
Where is it, Andy?
On the desk in the kitchen, Christine. Yeah, apparently there was a crash on the road. That's why it was late.
Right. Not his fault then, is it?
No. Right, well, we're a bit of a lazy meter here. Oh, hang on, it's on DX. That's local. That's DX, that's right. The clarifier works. That all works. Let's have a look at the A&L. That doesn't do much of anything. So what we'll do now, we'll look at the deviation on FM. We'll look at the FM deviation. Turn that volume down on that a bit. Radio. yeah, 2.7. That's good. Right. So, what we'll do, guys, we'll right, so what do I think? What do I think? Well, I'll tell you exactly what I think. If you're looking at one, guys, buy it. Yeah, the lad who's got these, he's doing them £135 not working. They could have VCO or PLL faults, he says. Or you can get one working like mine for £165. And the nice thing about it is, and the really cool thing about this thing is, this guy, sorry, the really cool thing about Kevin is that every one of these he sells, he's donating £10 of the proceeds to microchips. And I think that's a very good, gesture. Apparently, the backstory on these is they came out of a container in Switzerland. Somebody found a container full of them. They were all meant to be Cybernet customer returns, I believe. Hey, look at that, eh? Speak of the devil and it shows its face. Hello, Graham. I did mention you, yes. You know I did. I'm not even going to moan, guys, right? I'm not even going to moan that the microphone's not the right one because it come with a mic. I'll rewire that, that's no problem. You know, that's not even worth moaning about, is it? You know, but the condition of this thing, I just spat a crumb onto it, guys. I need that paper folding. Yeah, I know your wallet needs wallpapering, doesn't it, Glenn? Why that is Glenn? Graham. You need a wallpaper in your wallet again. Yeah, he wallpapers inside of his wallet, guys, with 10s and 20s. But I think that's a nice gesture, that. Did I bring my drink through with me, Christine, or have I been an idiot and left it through there? Oh, I'll get it in a minute. But yeah. I'm really pleased with it. I mean, look at that, guys. I mean, how can you not be happy with something that looks that sexy? You know, do you know something? Apart from seeing them on microchips, that's the cleanest one I've ever seen. You know, that's the nicest looking one. It's the cleanest one I've ever seen. Because usually they're all beat up and scratched up and rusty and... Makes a change from you making me lighter. Well, I do have your best welfare interest at heart, Graham. I do, mate. I'm gonna go live in the sale in a minute. Right, GRP sale in a minute. No worries, mate. But yeah, listen, guys. If you're thinking about buying one of these, remember. He's got two different prices, you know. One for $135 if you want one that doesn't work, or 165 if you want one that does. I went for the option that works, because what I want to do, I want to have this modified, and we all know who I'm going to ask to do that for me. So there we go, you see. So he'll be getting some folding out of me. So, you know, that's him to do it, which I think he will. You can see the first DDS conversion. I don't know whether I'm good enough to do that, Graham, but I know you are. So, you know, I might pass it your way, along with some of the contents of my wallet, and have you do it for me. I mean, there's a couple of jobs I can do myself. Like the I can change the bias resistors and stuff like that. But that DDS conversion, I don't think I'm not good enough to do that. But I've seen you do them. I mean, you know, at the end of the day, from what I've been reading on your group, Graham, let me come back to you guys. I've had enough of them chips. Oh, you're gonna have to put up with me eating my burger, guys. I'm sorry, but unfortunately, owing to Freddie's driver not getting here, and they put it in the box upside down. How do you like that? They probably said he's just been on the phone and whinged at us, put his burger in upside down, probably spat on it and all, or probably sat there. No, they've probably all sat there and had a wank into it. Yeah, let's go back to this a minute, because what I want to do, I want to see if it goes, I want to see what the readout is. I think it's it's a 1 to 40 there, 1 to 40 on mid-band, and it's a 50 to 80 on, is that high band? No, low band, because on high band the light's supposed to come on. Oh, hang on, I'm on transmit. Yeah, I'm on transmit. Unless that bulb blown. I mean, but yeah, you can't moan at that, can you, for the price? Right. So unplug the external speaker. There we go. Yeah. Yeah. How much current does it draw, man? I'll be able to see that from here. Let's put it in. Couple of milliamps probably. Well, probably about 2 or 3 amp. Because an ordinary something like a Rotel on 4 watts. They draw about 1 or 2 amps. But yeah, I'm dead happy with it, guys. I was going to undo it and have a look inside, but we'll save that for another video, guys. But yeah, I'm pleased. Cheers, Clarence. I've had enough of them chips. Get rid of that in a bit. Anyway, just wipe my hands. Well, that's how yours will look, Rob, when you get it. I mean, there's not a mark on it. I mean, just think, guys, that's sat in a container. So that's high band, low band. So I'm just trying to work out. And there's no good using that, it ain't even plugged in. Picked the wrong mic up. Yeah, we're doing... Yeah, we're really cooking on the power, guys. Yeah. So that must be low. Yeah, I don't know what channels that light lights up on, because it doesn't light up on all of them. It should light up there on high band. No, the bulb's probably blown. The bulb's probably blown. Let's just grab the book of words. Hi Graham, yeah, it's high band usually, however I've seen them wired wrong. Yeah, this is, yeah, I mean I'm just going to look at the book of words, just see what, because it tells you on the back here, the high lamp lights up on these channels, so it should light up on high-low with the switch on high-low and high-high. That's where the light should light up, so it doesn't. So we now know the bulb's blown. We now know the bulb's blown, so we'll sort that out when we do the, what do you call it? You know, we're not going to look inside it tonight. There's no need, because it works, and it's, to be honest, guys, just put the book of words down there. Yeah, but to be honest, it's a shame, really. I mean, we're going to have to, aren't we? I know you all want to, don't you? You all want to have a look inside. I suppose so. Let's turn it off. Let's disconnect it. Because we know it works, so it'd be nice to have a look at one that hasn't been. I mean, I have seen some on Graham's website, Graham's YouTube channel, where they've not, you know, where they've not been messed with, and they're brand new. Because it was actually Graham who got his hands on some of these early ones, some of the early ones of these that were offered. I don't know whether they were his or whether they were repairs that or whether for mods or servicing. Try not to mark the screws. There's a good tip, guys, but I'm not going to do it right now, to not marking the screws. Get a piece of tissue, put it, you know, well, a piece of cloth, very thin cloth, put it over the screw, and then put the screwdriver in. Oh, the look inside, that's why you're here. Hey, Clarence, if I'd have said I was going to drop my trousers, you'd have still come on, wouldn't you? Yeah, I'm not going to take the top off, I'll just take the bottom off with the speaker, and we can have a look inside. But to be honest with you, I'm expecting this to be immaculate. I am judging by the outside, guys. I'm probably, I don't know whether the guy who, I don't know whether Kevin went in these, I don't think he did. It doesn't feel by these screws are nice and tight even coming out. Look at that, they're nice and, they don't feel like they've ever been out. Now, let's put it there, make sure we're not, don't scratch it. For those of you that like things that go up, there we go. Oh yes, get it off. Get it off. Let's unplug the speaker. Right. The speaker don't want to come off. That one has. There you go. Right. Right. Now we'll put this lid down on the top of the box with the book of words. Now what we've got in here, guys, I'll do my best to describe this to you the best I can. Right, that's a circuit board. Right, your output and pre-drivers are here. There's usually a Darlington in some of these. This might not have it. Yes, I think it's that one there. Yep. There's a Darlington there. That's for your AM FM transmitter. There's no Roger bleep in this. There's a relay where it would go, so it's not populated. But look at that, guys. There's a shine on the board, and it smells. It smells like 1980s electronics. Oh, it does, guys. Bottle it, yeah. Bottle the smell. What's his name does that, doesn't he? That Mr. Methane. You know, he bottles his farts. You can buy a bottled fart, a fart in a jar, he calls it. You can buy a fart in a jar off him. I can't think why you would. You know, but yeah, absolutely, do you know something, Graham? I'm glad you started your buying and selling group, because if you hadn't, I wouldn't have got one of these. Or, not as easy as I got it. I mean, and the guy selling these, he's right on the money, guys. Honestly, I paid him on Saturday. As soon as I seen these, I got his details, and he sent me. I sent him my phone number, and he sent me. Oh, did he? No. He sent me his number, and I sent him my bank details. I sent a text. I took a chance. It's when you do that, guys, it's a leap of faith. It really is. When you do that, it's a leap of faith. But because he was on Graham's group, then I knew it'd be kosher. I can send you a fart if you want. No, you're all right. Oh, you're all right. I've seen the size of you. You can probably produce some really good ones. I know I can. Hey, I did one. I did one about 5 o'clock this morning, and it could have choked a horse. Yeah, it could have choked a horse, guys. It was fucking foul. Anyway, but no, I'm really, really happy with this. I mean, I can't think of any reason why I'm not happy with it. And I'm not going to take the bottom off and look at the PLL, because I know it hasn't been chopped up. I know that. And, look at all the wiring. It's, the only thing that's been disturbed is the speaker, because I've just unplugged it. None of these transformers or coils have been messed with. This is exactly as it left the Cybernet factory 40 odd years ago. This would have been 1980. Let's see if I can date it by the PLL. Let's have a look, because there's usually a date code on the PLL. And I don't know, all that's on there is NPC I think this is an 8110, I think that is. So I think this is 1981. Microchips, Graham will be able to tell me that. And the PLL number is PLL 0248. I think it says, or something like that. Can't really see it, but yeah, I think it's a 1981. Because they stopped producing these. Yeah, 10th week 81. Thanks, Graham. Because they actually stopped producing these. Not long after UKCB radio became legal. But after they legalised CB in the UK, they stopped producing stuff like this. So yeah, it's really nice to see that there's somebody's come across a big load of them. But that being said, I wouldn't mind betting me bottom dollar that somewhere that's O2EAG, right? Anyway. That'd be 02. Is that 02 August? I don't know. Anyway, they stopped producing them, didn't they? Because everybody started gravitating from AM to CB 2781 FM, the Home Office approved standard. These were made for, that's right, good. So, yeah, stereo, that's right. The Dixons of Switzerland. Same with the Lafayettes. Yeah, I know, but these are lovely. I mean, to be honest with you guys, right? These are gonna knock the spots here. These are 40 odd years old, and these are gonna knock the spots off anything that you can buy. I mean, these will knock the spots off all your new multi-norms and stuff like that. They were returns from, is it Garnod? Back to Cybernet, and never got there, did they? Yeah, but we're glad, aren't we? We're glad, aren't we? There were 2 containers. I know, because me and you were talking, weren't we, Graham? And we said we'd love to have a rummage through them. I think we were either on the phone or you were here or something, and we were saying, yeah, we'd like to have a rummage through them. Can you test that blown light? I don't even know where it connects to. I don't even know where it connects to, guys. I can't see it through the top. It's in the other side, you see. It'll probably come up on the bottom somewhere. I don't know. What I'll do, Clarence, I'm not going to do it now, but I've got a feeling that the light is blown because the radio is transmitting. We know that because the test set tells us that. Hang on. Ugh. Pardon me, guys. I'll tell you, more than 2 sniffs of that and you're greedy. The test set tells us. A Romanian scrap dealer bought them, didn't he? Yeah. I remember reading Kevin's post when he put it up, when I was reading it all on Saturday. He got his handmate to take a look at them. Morty Vicar. Yeah, I'll tell you what. Yeah, I'll tell you a story here, guys, and this is another one of my true stories. Speaking of vicars, my brother is dead now, our Willie. I miss our Willie. He could be hard work at times, but I loved him to bits. And he was lodging with us for a bit, and we'd been out for him when I was married. When me and Christine were married, he was lodging at our house, or was it? No, he wasn't. He'd stayed over. We'd gone out for a drink, and we'd gone to a place called the Salisbury Club up the road. And we were walking back, and he said to me, I had a piss before we left the club. I always do, so I can walk home and not need one. And our Willie didn't have a piss, and we're walking home, and he says, I need a piss. I said, we're only up the bloody road. I said, we won't be long. Yeah, he wasn't lodging with us, because we hadn't moved. We lived at number 20 Middlesex, and we moved to 57, but we hadn't moved that at the time. He'd just come up for the day. And we were going out for a few beers, and he was spending the night. They had a karaoke on at the Salisbury Club. And anyway, and he said, oh no, he says, I can't hold it in. He says, I'm going to burst, he says. Anyway, and he stood there, didn't he? He stood near the church, near what used to be, which is now B&M's. It used to be St. Luke's Church. He stood there. And he stood there with his Hampton wick out, having a piss, right in front of the vicarage, and we were stood on the opposite side of the wall, and the vicar was looking out the window. I says to our Willie, I says, bloody give it, shake it quick and put it away. He says, why? I said, the vicar's looking out the window. I said, you can't do that to a man of the cloth. I walked off, mate. I'm walking off before the vicar recognises me. I live in his bloody parish, and he must see me, Anyway, so luckily I wasn't one of his parishioners because I don't go to church. But you know, I used to speak to the vicar if I seen him. You know, because well, what's wrong with speaking to him? Nothing. I used to always, if I seen him, I used to recognise him by his dog collar. You know, his missus used to hold the lead. Anyway, no, seriously. And I always used to let on to the morning vicar or afternoon vicar, you know. He never came to our house, so I never got a chance to say more tea vicar. But yeah, he peed outside the... I mean, the vicarage was a good way away, and it was all in darkness, and when we were passing it, as soon as he started having a pee, the fucking light came on. The vicar must have heard us outside talking and switched his light on and had a look out the window and seen him having a pee. I said, "Shake, give it a shake and put it away." I said, "The vicar's watching you." Yeah, right in front of the vicar. But yeah, they knocked our church down. What got me, guys? Right, they knocked the church down because nobody was using it. So the Church of England didn't see the point of spending money to have it renovated. Why renovate a building nobody's using? As soon as they knocked it down, everybody started whinging, "We haven't got a church up here." All of a sudden, everybody went, "Holy, we haven't got a church up here now. You know, where we're going to have our weddings and our funerals? Well, I have to go to another church." Hello, Mark, Bernie, and everybody else at Mark 1966. Good evening. Good evening, sir, and madam, and the other 10 or 15 people that are sat there watching. Oh, pardon me. You know, but, yeah, for the money, these are a great buy, guys. You know, these are a great buy for the money, they really are. So, you know, just visit Microchips on Facebook, Microchips' group, and you'll soon find him. There's a guy called Kevin, and, you know, you can tell him you got the information. You know, you can tell him I put you on to him. Don't worry about that. That's fine. You know, but if you get one with a mic that's not wired for it, don't worry about it. Because at the end of the day, guys, it's a brand new mic. You know, it's a brand new mic. And I'll just wire that to suit. I mean, a lot of places where what the lad's probably done, you know, they've probably come with no mic. Some of them probably come with no mics. So what he's done is probably just ordered a shitload of mics and just put mics with them, you know, so that you get a mic with it. But it worried me when I plugged that mic in and it didn't work. There was no sound or transmit. I thought, hey up, and then, you know, obviously it was the mic it was the wrong wiring. But we'll sort that out. We'll wire that mic up. We'll wire the mic up to suit. No worries. But yeah, apart from watching Graham do them on his channel, I've never seen one as clean as this. I mean, look at it, guys. You could eat your dinner off it, guys. You know, it's nice to see one where it's not been molested and people have chopped it up and, you know, it's just nice to see that it's, you know, all done, that it's original as you can possibly get. I can't get over. I mean, I knew it was going to be nice, but I didn't think it was going to be this nice. I mean, I thought I was going to find a scratch somewhere, but, you know, I thought I was going to find something to moan about, but I haven't, so that's good. You know, the test set tells us that everything works. We haven't tried all the bands, but we know it will. So, you know, I just can't be asked inputting all the digits on my test set because my number 2's dodgy. On my test set, my button number 2. I think it needs a clean. But, you know, I need to somehow work out how to do that at some point. If this is Christine back, she can get me my drink out the kitchen. Sounds like it could be. But yeah, I'm really pleased. Let's come back. Let's put the top back on. And we'll come back to you guys because there's not really much else we can do. I mean, we're certainly not going to go in there. Hey, Christine, get us me drink out the kitchen, please. And pass us me cup. Because I don't like drinking out of tin cans, you know me. I like to pour it into my cup. Where's my glasses gone? I've just had them. They were on my fat face. There they are. Where have you just been?
Boris.
What for? She's at work.
Dog's out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Just put it on the side for me. We get us me cup. I wasn't sure which way these wires went on. There you go. There we go. Push that in. It's nice and clipped in. The speaker was made in Korea and it's an 8-ohm speaker. And it's interesting to see actually that the speakers in these were pretty big as well. They weren't the biggest, but they were big. They were certainly bigger than what you get these days, guys. So let's put the screws back in as carefully as we took them out. And remember, when you put these in, you don't have to swing on them. You want to just nip them up so you don't mark them. And I hold the screwdriver like that, and I turn the blade. I put my fingers on the blade, on the shaft rather. That'll do us. I put my fingers on the shaft, and I hold the screwdriver gently and turn the shaft with my fingers. Yeah, that one's got a mark on it anyway. It's probably off the bubble wrap, not the bubble wrap, the foam. And it's a bit tight, this one. It's not going in cross-threaded, but it's a bit tight coming out as well, so we won't mark it too much. Yeah, it's just a mark. It's not scratched, it's just a mark from the bubble wrappers, from the foam packaging. It's on a couple of them. Anyway, yeah, I'm really happy with this, guys. I really am. Right. Yeah, because it'll pull the cone instead of pushing it, won't it? Yeah. Yeah. I'm not messing with it now, but I will look back on my video and we'll see. Yeah. That one's a bit tight as well. I love them when they're tight, guys, because it tells you that no one's ever been in there and the screws have never been. There you go. That's it. Just plug it back in and give you all a last look before we put it back in its box. There you go. Right, let's put the the aerial in and see if we get anything, shall we? Shall we put the aerial in? See if we get anything. Well, we can't use the CB master mic, but we'll rewire that. What we'll do, we'll plug the York mic in. We'll plug the York mic in, and we want the aerial. So let's get the aerial out of the back of here. Get the aerial. Right. Let's plug this in. Right, well, we don't know what this is going to be like, but what I'm going to do here, guys, I'm going to turn it on, put the clarifier in the middle, put this on USB. Oh, hang on. Channel 20. Let's just make sure. Oh, I can't, can I? I've not got that plugged in. Never mind. Never mind, let's... I think that there's low. High, yeah. Because that's low band. That's... yeah. Put it back on USB. Graham, have you got a radio there? Can you meet me on channel 20 midband USB? Can I give you a shout? Hello, Graham. See, I'm not sure which is low band, which is mid band, you see. Let's put this on. Soon find it. That's it. Yeah, we're on mid band. Hello, the microchips. Are you on here, mate? It is. The audio is working because the needle's going up and down when I speak. It might not be monitoring. So that must be high band there. And that's low band. Somebody whistling there. Let's put it on. Put it on FM a minute. Let's just turn this on a minute. That's not all right. I'm going to need the book of words. That's low band, that's high band. So let's just have a look, because I am a bit on the confused side. Right. But yeah, it is working, guys. Brilliant. Right, so high and high. So high, low, that's mid. So that's mid band. That's mid band. And high is high band. That's high band. So that's high band. Oh. Right, so 12 should be 555. Right. Yeah. Yes. That's SSB. Right. So that puts us on mid band. That's channel 20 mid band. And yeah. Yeah, that's definitely mid band. Right. Oh, he's gone. Microchips is gone. That's why he's not hearing me. If you put the I'll catch you later, Graham. I never noticed that. Well, thanks for coming in anyway. It's always a pleasure. And yeah, I'm really happy with this radio that I purchased. I want to put it on 555. It should be 12. Oh, we've got something coming through it there. Let's put the book of words down there. Yeah, I heard something then. Whoever that is, there's some distance. Yeah. This is Andy Apollo in Stockport. Can someone give me a quick radio report, please? Nope. We know it's transmitting. There's a bit of activity on it, guys. Let's go to mid-band. Low band, I don't expect to find anybody down there. Yeah, the 41 to 80, the 41 to 80, that's normally high band. That's mid band, that's high band. They're on AM. Yeah, they're on AM now. Yeah. Actually, that could be actually UK FM. That's UK FM. Yeah.
Well, no, honestly, no, I ain't taking away. Desde anos a falar, mas tem jeito nenhum. Que cada raciocina aí, cara.
It is working, guys.
Isso, cada tá entendendo. Sei lá, a pessoa.
There's AM. That's low band. Right. Oh. Yeah. Right, well, that's it, guys. I'll just show you once more lit up. There you go. You can't go wrong with that, can you? I mean, for 165 quid. And knowing it, and safe in the knowledge that the guy's not being greedy, you know, that is actually donating, is donating £10 of the sale of all of every radio to our friend Graham over at Microchips. And that's nice, that's a nice gesture, that, isn't it, guys? It really is, you know. That's a nice gesture, that, isn't it? Anyway, I'm going to leave it there, guys. Let's come back to you lot. There we go. Yeah, so I'm pleased. Very, 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 very pleased, in fact. In fact, I'm really, really over the moon. You know, but I definitely recommend, especially in the UK. I don't think the guy will post overseas, but here in the UK, if you want one of those, then put your hand in your pocket and buy one. But don't sit there saying, well, I'll think about it, because by the time you thought about it, they'll all be gone. And the good thing about it, guys and girls, the fella that sells them is not a shyster. Far from it, because you get what you pay for. He sends you a working radio, you know, and yeah. Yeah, we'll pack this away in a bit. Let's turn the test set off. Yeah, so it's doing a very healthy 7 watts. I think on low band it's doing about 5. But yeah. Yeah, I'm happy with that, guys. I mean, you know, how many times have I said I'm happy with it? I think we all know, don't we? I'm happy with it. Yeah, it was money well spent, that. And I will have a word with my friend Microchips and see if he will perform the necessary surgery and do the necessary modifications that I would like done to it. Because to be honest, guys, it's a nice radio, but as nice as it is, in the modern world, it's not as usable as it can be. So, you know, it'd be nice to actually have that full functionality of what it can actually do. And you know, the nice thing about it is, you know, you're not gonna be, you know, you're not having to deal with something where somebody's, you know, been in there with a blobby soldering iron and made a right hash of it. You know, it's yeah, I'm really, really impressed. And to be honest, guys, it takes a bit to impress me. Anyway, I'm going to shoot off. I thought I'd just come on and, you know, because I knew you'd like to see this. I knew you'd like to see this, and you know, we'll do another video when we wire the mic up and stuff for it, because we have got the mic. It's not the original, but it's a mic, and at least I got a mic with it, and that's nice. It's a brand new mic, so I'm happy at that, you know. Oh, you're welcome, Clarence. You're welcome, my friend. It's you know, been a pleasure, really. I'm going great. Look at me. Look at that. Oh, pardon me. You know, it's been a pleasure to actually come on and show you this nice new radio. It is new old stock. You know, I mean, you know, it hasn't been kicked around or messed with or butchered or any of that. Oh, yeah, cheers, Graham. I never caught you there when you said you were off. I'll catch you later, mate. I will have fun. Thank you very much, sir. You all take it easy. And, right, I'm going to get off now. I'm going to get off and on now, guys, because Christine wants to watch. Do you want to watch the telly?
We'll watch Emmerdale at
yeah, there's a programme in this country called Emmerdale
Correct.
and Coronation Street, and Christine watches them, and they're shit. Anyway, they're shit. They're full of actors who can't fucking act.
Laura wants to go on it.
Anyway, I'm going to leave it there, guys. You all take it easy. Like, share, subscribe. Buy me a coffee if you want to. And I will speak to you in the next one. Bye for now, guys.
We'll fix your signal strong throughout. Breaker, breaker 19. Can you hear this line? Give me a 1020 sign. Let's make this connection fine. Channel 40, where we meet. Static clear. Adjust your dial, don't make us wait. Through crackling noise we communicate. Whiskey, Tango, Foxtrot straight. Copy that, we're doing great. Breaker, breaker 19. Can you hear this line? Give me a 1020 sign. Let's make this connection fine. Channel 40, where we meet. Clear and sound so sweet. Vintage waves can't be beat. Radio love feels complete. Break a 19 for copy. Break a 19 for copy. Your breaker, you got a copy. Let's 1027 to channel 40. Watch your 1020, yeah. Just watching the Vintage Radio Shack. Channel 40, where we meet. Static clear and sound so sweet. Vintage waves can't be beat. Radio love feels complete.